Alright, Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a review of Aston Villa 4, Nottingham Forest 2 at Villa Park. Bit of a weird one. I think everybody looked at the team selection and thought, what on earth's going on there? With no Tavares, you would think Harry Toffolo would slot in at left back. He's been an excellent left back when he's played this season. In a similar way to like Nico Williams has been excellent. They've both been excellent when they've played. And it's been a bit of a head scratcher to see them replaced and then not get games. And I think Toffolo's been great. So if Tavares can't play, why on earth would you play Niakate at left back against the Villa side with bags of pace, bags of running? And I think it was shown to be a terrible mistake by the manager after 2 minutes of the game, even before Villa scored. Shocking. Didn't seem to be all at sea. Villa have got excellent right wingers, an excellent right wing back in Matty Cash, and it's just ridiculous idea, and really should have taken him off at some point in the first half before all the damage was done. But the damage was done. Not just by Niakate, I think all over the pitch performances were really poor. Dominguez and Danilo as the defensive midfielders were shocking, absolutely shocking. I think Danilo improved in the second half, but they were both terrible. Their complete abandonment of defensive duties. I think for the first two Villa goals, there was about 3 or 4 Villa players just queuing up in the box. They just sauntered, midfielders and left back, sauntered into the box. Dominguez and Danilo nowhere near them. And queuing up to score goals. Absolutely disgraceful. It reminded me of the Fulham game away from home. And I think, unfortunately, Dominguez seems to have one of these games every now and again. Had that Fulham game away at West Ham, and this was one where, quite frankly, he looked like he was playing drunk. The barge into Bailey when all he had to do is wait for the ball to come down and head it. And Forest got back into the game from an excellent set piece, and big up to the set piece coach because our set pieces are looking dangerous. Last 4 weeks. So we scored a goal from a corner, and in the second half we with some dangerous set pieces as well, where there's one where Ryan Yates unfortunately just screwed off his foot, which would have been his first touch of the game. But we got back into the game from Niakate scoring from Taiwo's knockback from a Morgan Gibbs-White corner, and then came out 3 changes. None of them surprised me. I wouldn't have been surprised if it had made 5 changes at half time, to be honest. I thought Felipe was poor, Murillo was poor, Niakate was poor, but moving him into centre half was better. Great to see Toffolo come on. Slightly surprised that Awani went off, but actually Big Divock did a tremendous job. Set up Morgan Gibbs-White goal with a beautiful, filthy through ball. And Morgan Gibbs-White with a brilliant finish. And he also set up Elanga with a one-on-one chance with the keeper shortly afterwards that Elanga would be disappointed perhaps that he didn't take an extra touch and get a shot on target. And then, Villa Park quiet, Forest on the up, getting at them. And then Dominguez, just a terrible pass back to his defence that doesn't reach his man. And then Villa are back in and score and make it 4-2. And all that hope and good work and effort undone by just brain-dead football from Dominguez, unfortunately. No surprise to see him subbed off. I'd have taken him off sooner, but like I say, it's probably bad luck to make 4 or 5 subs at half-time, isn't it? So then back to 4-2. Then even then, you had that Ryan Yates chance, a couple of other half chances. But then Villa sort of shut up shop a bit and managed to close the game out. So, yeah, really disappointing the way we went into that first half. Really disappointing highlights for the game. Scoring from the danger from set pieces. Divock Origi having an excellent game. Nico Williams, I thought, played well. Morgan Gibbs-White goal. Coming out, second half and going for it. But, damage done by poor selection and poor attitude and poor play by too many players in the first half. It was a game probably could have got something out of if it wasn't for that. But there we go. On to Manchester United in the Cup. Manchester United got a tonking at home to Fulham, which is good to see, and they've got their star striker out. So, Cup run to continue at the City Ground. Come on, you Reds!